Tonight, just before you fall asleep, your brain might do something so strange that scientists still can't fully explain it. One moment, you're drifting into sleep. The next, your entire body violently jerks awake. Your heart pounds, your eyes fly open, and for a split second, it feels like you're falling. But here's the strange part. You weren't moving. You weren't dreaming. You weren't actually falling. So why did your brain react as if your life was in danger? And why does this happen to nearly everyone? In fact, if you've ever felt like you were falling off a cliff, tripping downstairs, or suddenly dropping through empty space just before sleep, you're not alone. Millions of people experience the exact same thing. Some even hear loud noise, a sudden bang, a crash, a voice calling their name. Others see flashes of movement that disappear the moment they wake up. It's one of the most common sleep experiences on Earth, and yet nobody can say with complete certainty why it happened. That mystery begins with something most people never think about.
Falling asleep is actually one of the strangest things you do every day.
Think about it. Every night, you willingly surrender consciousness. You stop paying attention to the world around you. Your muscles relax. Your breathing changes. Your awareness fades. If you really think about it, sleep is a bizarre process, and your brain doesn't enter it all at once. It enters it piece by piece. That's important because while one part of your brain is preparing for sleep, another part may still be awake, still watching, still monitoring, still asking a very old question. Are we safe? And that question may be far more ancient than you realize. Picture yourself 50,000 years ago. No house, no bedroom, no locked doors, no comfortable mattress. Nightfall. The world becomes dangerous. Predators move through the dark. A strange sound could mean death. Even sleep itself carries risk. Now imagine you're resting on a tree branch or near the edge of a rocky cliff. As sleep begins, your muscles relax, your body becomes heavier, and suddenly your brain notices something. You're losing muscle control. Your body feels different. Your balance feels different. And for a brief moment, your brain misinterprets what's happening. Instead of recognizing the beginning of sleep, it interprets the sensation as falling. If that sounds ridiculous, remember something. For most of human history, making the wrong assumption could be fatal. Imagine hearing a noise in the bushes. You assume it's nothing. You're wrong. Game over. But if you assume danger and run away, you survive. Evolution rewards false alarms, and your brain is full of them. That's why some scientists believe hypnic jerks, the official name for these sudden movements, may be the result of an ancient survival system firing at the wrong moment. Your brain detects the sensation of relaxation, mistakes it for a fall, and immediately hits the emergency button. Wake up, move, protect yourself. The result is that sudden jolt that launches you back into consciousness. But here's where things get even stranger. If this were only about evolution, everyone would experience hypnic jerks equally. They don't. Certain things make them much more likely. Stress, anxiety, sleep deprivation, caffeine. And that's a clue. Because these things all have something in common. They make your brain more alert, more vigilant, more sensitive to potential threats. Ever notice how sleep jerks seem to happen more often during stressful periods of life? Before an important exam, after a breakup, during a difficult project at work, when you're worried about money, when life feels uncertain. That's not a coincidence. Even when you're lying safely in bed, stress can convince part of your brain that danger is nearby, and a brain expecting danger is far more likely to overreact. But the most fascinating part isn't that your brain gets things wrong, it's why. Because your brain wasn't designed to make you happy. It wasn't designed to help you relax. It wasn't even designed to help you sleep. Its primary job is much simpler: keep you alive. That's it. And from a survival perspective, a false alarm is usually better than a missed threat. Imagine an ancient human experiencing 100 unnecessary panic responses. Annoying? Absolutely. Fatal? No. Now imagine ignoring one real danger. The consequences are much worse. So evolution often favors brains that are slightly paranoid, brains that occasionally overreact, brains that wake you up for no reason. Sound familiar? In a strange way, your sleep jerk may be proof that your brain is doing exactly what it was built to do: protect you, even when protection isn't necessary. And this reveals something much bigger than sleep. Many of the frustrations of modern life come from ancient systems operating in a completely different world. Your stress response evolved for predators, not email. Your attention evolved for survival, not social media. Your fear evolved for real threat, not awkward conversation. And your sleep system evolved for a world where falling asleep could actually be dangerous. The modern world changed rapidly. Your brain didn't, which means every night as you drift towards sleep, two different worlds briefly collide, the modern world around you and the ancient world inside you. Most nights, the transition happens smoothly, but sometimes your prehistoric brain gets confused. It mistakes relaxation for danger, stillness for falling, safety for risk, and for a fraction of a second, a survival system millions of years old takes control. That's the jolt. That's the sudden shock. That's the strange feeling of falling into empty space. Not a glitch, not a malfunction, but an ancient alarm system echoing through time. And maybe that's the strangest part of all. You spend your days surrounded by technology your ancestors could never imagine. Smartphone, car, electricity, artificial intelligence. Yet every night, just before sleep, a small part of your mind briefly returns to a world of cliffs, darkness, predators, and survival. A world that disappeared thousands of years ago, but never completely disappeared from you.